Hello everyone and welcome to today's online class for class 12.
The question is saying that CrO7 2- is a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium, whereas MoO3 and WO3 have no oxidizing power. Explain. Now, CrO7 2-. In CrO7 2-, chromium is in its 6 oxidation state. Chromium is having +6 oxidation state, that is the highest oxidation state for chromium, which is in the group 6. Whereas molybdenum oxide MoO3, molybdenum is also in its +6 oxidation state. In wolfram oxide, wolfram is also in its +6 oxidation state. Now, all these 3 elements residing in group 6 and all of them are transition elements. In group 6, from top to bottom, chromium comes, then comes molybdenum, then comes wolfram. So, this is representation of +6 oxidation state of the group group 6 elements from top to bottom, and they are saying that the compound of chromium 6+, that is CrO7 2-, having an oxidation power, whereas molybdenum +6 and wolfram +6, compound of these two, do not have any oxidizing power at all. Now, this oxidizing power of chromium is due to that the stability of this +6 is very less. Oxidizing power meaning that the element is, or the species can acquire or can accept electrons or one or more than one electron. The species or the element, if possess the ability to accept electron, then that species will be termed as good oxidizing agent. Now, when the question is saying that CrO7 is good oxidizing agent, that means then chromium +6 can accept electron. If chromium +6 can accept electron, that means the stability of this +6 oxidation state is very unstable. If it was very stable, the chromium in its +6 oxidation state is, if it is very stable, in that case chromium +6 will not accept electron easily, which is contrary to it, because it is good oxidizing agent. That means it is accepting electron very easily, making the +6 oxidation state for chromium very unstable, whereas +6 oxidation state for molybdenum and wolfram are actually stable. Now, this is due to the fact that for transition element, stability of highest oxidation state increases down the group. Whereas on the contrary to this, for P block element, stability of highest oxidation state decreases down the group. Chromium, molybdenum, wolfram are transition element, and in all of them are are group 6 element. So the highest oxidation state for these elements are class 6. As the statement is saying, the plastic oxidation state for this group 6 element should be increasing from top to bottom, that is from chromium to wolfram. As a result, the plastics oxidation state of molybdenum and wolfram are very stable, so they do not participate in electron accepting reaction, that is, they do not easily oxidize. In fact, they actually do not possess any oxidizing power at all, whereas chromium 6 plus is very unstable oxidation state for chromium. As a result, chromium 6 plus and any compound in which chromium, any compound of chromium in which the chromium is having plus C oxidation state, where as in the example for this compound where CrO72 minus, chromium is plus 6 in CrO72 minus, this compound possesses very good oxidizing power. This question is saying that why COF3, BF3 and CrF3 are stable. Now, in COF3, cobalt is having highest, cobalt is present in its highest oxidation state of class 3. Whereas in BF3, vanadium is present in its highest class 5 oxidation state. And in chromium F3, again chromium is present in its class 3 highest oxidation state. Now, all of them are, it's saying, are very stable. That is the oxidation state, their highest oxidation state are stable in this particular compound. The stability of this compound is that, before going into the stability, all these three compounds are possess high ionization enthalpy. Like in case for chromium cobalt 3 plus, a very high amount of third ionization enthalpy is needed to produce this amount of energy, to produce this cobalt 3 plus. For the same, for vanadium 3 plus, 5 ionization enthalpy, and chromium 3 plus, again 3 ionization enthalpy are needed to give to these elements to produce their respective highest oxidation states, which should make them extremely unstable. But when cobalt 3 plus is forming cobalt F3, that the compound of this particular compound, this formed a crystal compound. As a result, extremely high amount of crystal energy, crystal enthalpy, formation enthalpy is released after the formation of the crystal of COF3, which compensate this high amount of ionization enthalpy and makes the entire COF3 very stable. Similar situation happened for VF5 and CrF3. For both of them, the bond formation enthalpy is the bond formation between the V plus 5 and fluorine and Cr3 plus and fluorine are extremely strong. As a result, extremely high amount of bond enthalpy is released after the formation of BF5 and CrF3, which compensate the high amount of ionization enthalpy that was previously given, which at last makes this VF5 and CrF3 very stable. Now this thing that the amount of energy that is being released, which is compensating the high amount of energy ionization enthalpy, can only be provided when these compounds are forming, when these elements in their highest oxidation state are forming compounds with fluorine, only fluorine being a very extremely high or being the highest ion, being the highest electronegative element in the periodic table, can only provide this kind of stability, which compensating the high amount of ionization enthalpy to make this kind of compound stable. That's why in general it is said that the stability of highest oxidation state of transition element are stabilized by forming compounds with fluorine. That's why, being in their highest oxidation state, cobalt F3, VF5, CrF3 are extremely stable compounds. Not only that, the only stable halide for vanadium is VF5. The only stable halide for vanadium is found to be VF5. Any other halide of vanadium, even that is with fluorine, decomposes easily to produce VOX3 because they are extremely unstable. Contrary, VF5 is stable.